part 3, spotting the opportunities, is all about conversations, all about questioning. And I believe there are virtually no differences. However, the only differences there are is when we're in front of the camera, people can see our body language, people can see how we react. So we have to be awfully careful with our tone of voice and our eye contact. This section is all about spotting business and career opportunities. And when you look behind me, you'll see a process, the networking process, taking you from the invitation all the way through various sections to hopefully hitting that goal that you're aiming for, whether it's new business or whether it's that next job that you are seeking. And it's all based on asking the right questions. When we went to school, we were judged on the quality of our answers. In the world that we're talking about now, we're judged on the quality of our questions. There are 4 areas of questions, each of which we're going to cover separately. First of all, there is the icebreaker question, then there is business questions, then there is small talk questions, and finally, if we do spot that potential aha moment or that light bulb moment, we then have to do the follow-up questions. Before I suggest to you the sort of questions I'd like you to ask, let me give you some guidelines about questioning. First of all, there is open formatted questions and closed formatted questions. And you will see the words you should consider using at the start of a question so that they can't say yes or no. A closed formatted question is something like, do you, can you, are you, in which somebody can simply say yes or no. When you start asking questions, needless to say, we have to listen for the answer. But you know what? There's something more important than listening, and that is looking at the person. You see, we can all lie with our words, but we can't lie with our body language and our tone of voice. For example, if somebody asks me, well, how's business? And I go, yeah, we're very busy, thanks, yeah. You can probably tell that maybe, just maybe, that isn't quite truthful. So if you want to get the truth from somebody, look at them very, very carefully. And when it comes to listening, there are 3 levels of listening. Level 1, we don't listen, and that's incredibly rude, and you'll realize that that is really bad for networking, i.e. relationship building. Level 2 is when we listen selectively. We hone in and out of the conversation, and perhaps we don't always pick up everything that's being said. But level 3 listening, I call it full body listening. We listen with our full body, we're listening, we're looking, we're responding, we're commenting. And when you're having what you think are important conversations, make sure that you are at level 3 listening. And finally, don't interrupt, don't finish people's sentences for them, and don't hijack a conversation. What do I mean by that? For example, if somebody says to you, where are you going for your holidays? And you say, oh, I'm going to Italy. Don't start saying immediately, oh, I went to Italy. You know what? I went to Rome. It was fantastic, and the sun shone, and we had wonderful ice cream. Let somebody tell you about their experiences, and then you can tell them about your experiences. Just before I finish on the guidelines to questioning, I've already talked about look and listen. We're going to meet people who I call are high reactors, people who want to share all sorts of things with you. And some people are low reactors. From their body language, they don't want to tell you something. So you need to look at them carefully. So if you can see they don't want to tell you something, change the subject, or if you realise there's no rapport at all, simply move on. I have a 4-question rule. If I ask someone 4 questions and they ask me nothing, then I realise they don't want to talk to me. So why should I waste my time? I politely excuse myself and move on.